This topic is probably one of the most common things that I talk about with clients, especially when someone's on an ongoing journey and they have a significant amount of weight to lose. But I think it actually works no matter where you are on the weight loss scale. If you've got lots of weight to lose, but also if you don't have much to lose, because sometimes those last few kilos are a bit harder. And I think what you have to do is step back and think about what fat burning actually means to your body. You know, fat burning goes against nature. It's not something your body actually wants to do because our bodies prioritize survival. So your body wants to make that its top priority. Now, burning fat is only going to happen if basically your body is happy, if it has energy to burn fat. And it's particularly important that you have to, I guess, look at all your lifestyle choices to make sure that you're giving your body the energy and the space to be able to burn fat. Because if anything's off kilter, like maybe your stress levels are high, you're not drinking enough water, you're not getting enough sleep and you're tired, all of those things can add up to a state where your body is simply not happy to burn fat. You've got to look at this fat, this survival store. Your body wants to hold on to it. Now, when we make a change, maybe we get a new eating plan or we're trying something new, yes, it is something different, and chances are, and hopefully, your body will lose a bit of weight and some fat because you're doing something different. But as I've said, because your body doesn't really like burning fat, it goes against survival, your body will be trying to catch up to what you're doing, and this is why we plateau. We do something, it gets us a certain result, but then our body catches up and, oh dear, the scales stop. Now, for some people, that can happen quite quickly. I've had clients where after about 3 or 4 weeks, we have to sort of do something a bit different with their plan. I've had other people who have managed to get weeks and even months of doing the same thing, and the weight is just steadily dropping, which is awesome. And then it sort of can come to a point where it plateaus. So once again, like everything in weight loss, we are all different. And I always say to someone in the beginning, find what works, keep doing it until it no longer works, and then we'll think of something new. Because especially in the beginning, I don't have an idea of knowing how long, someone's going to still be successfully losing weight for. It's all a unique game. Every person's different. But what I tend to find is people are creatures of habit, and we like getting in these routines because it's easy. We know what we're doing. And look, if it's working for you and the weight's still dropping, that's great. However, more often than not, we do plateau, and that's when you've got to shake it up. And this is the thing, you can't keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. So an absolute key element of weight loss is you not doing the same thing every day. It doesn't mean you have to do a different thing every single day, but you have to, if the scales are plateauing, it's really important to have a strategy where not every day is the same. So intermittent fasting works quite well in this way. You may have an eating window. Perhaps you might eat between, it's quite common, 11 and 6, something like that. If you find that works well for you, choose a day where you make your window shorter. Eat between 2 and 5. You don't have to do it every day. Maybe in the weekend, you might decide to eat earlier and have breakfast and then have a later lunch, maybe at 2 o'clock, and then nothing afterwards. It doesn't have to be about eating different food. In fact, I think there's a lot more power to play around with when you eat and how much you eat rather than what. And I guess that's because, certainly for all my clients, we all follow a low carb plan. Some people are a bit more extreme than others. Some people have moved on to more of a keto nutrition plan. Other people can have a few more carbs. So I pretty much always do low carb, but where people sit on the spectrum depends on their metabolism and how fast they want to lose weight. So you can only really get so many variations of meat and veg and eggs and protein. You've got your shakes. I mean, of course, there are different things you can try, but there's a lot more power in playing around with when you eat, how you eat, how much you eat. Some of the fun things I do with people, swapping around your meals, so having breakfast for dinner. You know, there's a lot of ways you can shake it up. And that's what I encourage you to do. If you're not seeing results as fast as you would hope, or the scales have plateaued, just think to yourself, what can I do differently? What can I do differently to see if I get a different result? And if you're not sure what to do, come and see me, because I'll tell you. That's what I do most of the time, to be honest. Think of new things for people so that if they're a bit stuck, they've got help.